Whoa! We decided to bike down to the waterfront down on New Albany side to do the live feed today. Yeah, I wanted to get a fresh new scenery because I'm always in my house, and I also needed some exercise. Like, man, I haven't been doing anything, but I'm looking kind of rough today. Hope you guys don't mind. Did not feel like putting on makeup. Can't be doing that all the time, you know. Oh hi, there's Jesse. You're on here. How do I do the thing? Oh, there he is. I told you it'd be easy. So Jesse works at the shop. There he is. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. I hope it's not going to be like too loud down here. Does it sound okay to you?
Yeah, it's fine. There's less traffic, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's pretty dead down here, but of course there's like the bridge like over there,
Yeah.
but and birds and whatever. Every once in a while there's like a car, some asshole with a crazy muffler or something, or without a muffler, you know.
Mm. With
That
or
thing.
without muffler.
Yeah, those guys. I needed some exercise.
Yeah. I walk down there all the time.
On the New Albany side?
Yeah. Don't you
What?
wonder where I go when I just leave in the middle of the day?
Aww.
Yeah.
We ride our bikes down here. You can actually see. There's our bikes.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, there's my bike. There's Gerald's bike, and there's
Gerald,
Gerald. Gerald.
hey, buddy. What's he got on his head? What's on his head?
He hasn't been able to get a haircut, and he's really self-conscious about it. Like he's flipping me off. He's flipping you off. Right?
Oh, good. That's good. Yeah.
He's like really self-conscious about how shaggy his hair has gotten, so he's been wearing like my bandanas or
Oh, it's a bandana. Okay.
or a head scarf wrap.
I thought I heard him saying something about being in a bandana once.
He's doing
Right.
whatever he can, you know.
Right.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's grown and weird. He feels weird about it, but I think he looks adorable. So
Yeah. Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Anyway, it's
Where
nice down here though. I like coming down here. The New Albany side, there aren't that many people, and everybody's like they have signs up about social distancing, 6 feet required on the pathways and whatnot if you're going to be down here. So if you like ride your bike down here, people actually like move out of the way.
Hmm.
That makes me happy. But so yeah. But you've been coming down here and you didn't even tell me. Gosh.
Well, not like since all the craziness, but I always come back.
Yeah,
That
I
was
knew you
a
were doing
regular
that
part.
like at the shop.
Yeah. No, not now. I don't go anywhere.
Oh. I was like, what? All the way down here during
No.
all this? Yeah. Well, we ride our bikes like, because we're like down the road from the waterfront, so it's not very far. But
Yeah.
just to get out of the damn house and get some exercise, I think I'm going to try and roller skate down here. It's a little bit far for roller skating, but with all the rocks and pebbles, but I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I just got to make sure I wear a helmet and knee pads. After I posted that video of skating, I can't tell you how many people hit me up and were like, girl, why does she have knee pads on?
Safety first.
I know. I was just in my driveway, though, like in my front area, like for a second. But I still hit them.
It's probably safest there. Falls rarely happen near the home.
I should still wear my knee pads. I know. Thanks, Dad.
No, I don't care if you wear knee pads or not. You do you, buddy. I didn't have knee pads when I was a kid. Are you kidding me?
That's why your knees look like they do.
My knees are awesome.
Mine are pretty fucking rough looking. That's why they got tattoos over them. Anyway, so let's talk about your game.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody's ever come in the shop and seen me over my corner beneath a pile of computer stuff, but that's what I'm doing. And what I've been doing for a while. I actually have a degree in it. I have a an MFA in animation and visual effects, and I worked briefly at NetherRealm Studios, which is where I got this shirt on.
Yeah.
NetherRealm's best known for making the Mortal Kombat series. Anyway, but I've been working on an indie game with a partner, a brilliant programmer named Colton Ramos. We've been at it for, I don't know, like 6 to 8 months, and we're going to release the game March of 2021. We also have a demo that's going to be available on Steam, which is a popular gaming platform that you can play on a computer. That's going to be released next month. So we're just trying to get that ready.
Wow, next month.
A demo. I mean, it's going to be like kind of just a little small chunk of the whole thing. But you'll be able to play it. You could download it and you could play it and you could have untold amounts of fun.
Didn't you have like some people at the shop like getting to play a little snippet too?
Oh yeah, it's playable now, but we're gonna try to have a more polished version and just kind of release to the public. So
yeah.
But yeah, anybody, anytime. Yeah, I mean anybody could come over and play it at any time. It's always playable.
That's awesome. You've been posting like actual clips and stuff on your Instagram, which is I Make It the Games.
I Make the Games. Yeah.
It's really fun to say.
It is fun to say. It always makes me smile, even after having said it so many times.
Which he put that in the comments, the post that we made on the shop's Instagram today about this live feed. It is in the comments. So if you want to go ahead and give that a follow for Jesse's company, the video game company. If you want to follow the progress of the game, he posts clips all the time, little snippets of the game, gameplay and stuff, as well as like the graphics, the weaponry that he's been like making and developing. It's really cool. Yeah, I actually don't play video games and don't know anything about it, so I thought it was really interesting and fascinating to like see the little tidbits.
Yeah, it's basically like I'll do a drawing and then I'll do a digital sculpture of it, and then you bring it in the game and you can kill stuff with it. So it's fun. It's a really kind of
already commented and said, "Curse of Eternity, let's go."
Thank you, thank you. We're going to be looking for playtesters too at some point. So if anybody's interested in doing it, hit me up because we'll want to get feedback and kind of see how people react to it. So it's an important part of the process, and we're always kind of looking for new people to test it out. So you can message me through my tattoo, Jesse, whatever, a bunch of E's, 34, or the I Make the Games would probably be a little more direct since it pertains to that.
So especially if like someone has experience or has like played a lot of dungeon crawler type games, like RPGs and stuff like that, you probably want those type of people to get the feedback. Yeah,
it's kind of like a Dark Souls inspired game, and that's kind of a thing with a huge following that attracts a very specific audience. So if that's up your alley, or if you just want to, whatever, play a game.
Yeah, that's fun. So since all this has happened, I know we had like a little meeting of the minds talking about like Instagram and social media and how all that shit works, because this is like new to you. You're just delving into like this whole world of social media and marketing and that side of it.
Word,
like,
but yeah.
You're familiar with like the graphics and that stuff, but when it comes to like marketing and social media, you're like, oh God, here we go.
Right.
So I know when we talked previously, that was like, this has all been so much for you to like learning curve wise to take on, but you've had so much time on your hands to be able to do that. I know you've been very strict about like you and Colton like meeting up every day, like setting aside time. You want to talk about that a bit? Like how much of your time?
We do 4 hours a day. We do a video chat. That's not like the only time we work, but that's the only time we work like where we're kind of in the same virtual room. And we have a regular schedule that we keep, and it's the same time every day, except for days when I have Dorian. So it's 4 hours like right at Dorian's bedtime on the days that I have him, and then 4 hours during the afternoon when he's not here. So
it's dedication.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got this little homeschool set up right here behind me. So he's working on his stuff on my little drafting table that I built. Those are some assignments. A fish drawing he was working on for class today, and then I'm right next to here. So it's kind of good. It's nice to kind of have us in a little study area.
You have like your separate areas, but you get to work together.
Yeah, it's cute. He actually he started designing like his own card game, like a Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh type game, and I taught him to teach him Procreate. he was sketching stuff up on paper, and then I would photograph it, and then he would do like a draw over and color it on Procreate. So eventually, we're gonna finish working on that. But
Man.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's really exciting.
yeah,
Wait,
it's fun.
Dorian's how old now?
8.
Man, he's 8 and he's already going to start learning how to do like digital art. That's great.
Yeah,
Whoa. That's fun.
yeah, it's pretty neat. I'll post some of them eventually. It's all like everything's in progress right now, but he's got quite a few done. Learning how to do layering, learning how to kind of work in a way that he can go back and correct without having to like start over is pretty crucial if you're gonna use that kind of stuff. So
I
neat.
love how like hands-on and involved you are with your kid in the sense of like, and you also like treat Dorian more like a peer than most parents that I've ever known.
It's because
And
I'm the same maturity level he is. I think that's what it has more to do with.
I think a lot of it has to do with respect factor too, though. Like, you have a different way of looking at things, like in the sense of just because Dorian is your son and he is a kid doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve the same amount of respect
I'm sure.
that any other human deserves. I feel like a lot of people lose sight of that. Just because he's a kid, you don't shoot his ideas down or make him feel dumb or like, you're always encouraging him to have those ideas. If anything,
Yeah.
you build that up and you're like, yeah, man, like do the thing. I'll
No
help you
one
do
knows what
the
they're doing. I believe that firmly. So his guess is probably as good as mine.
It's so cute. I love hanging out with you and Dorian, and I cannot wait. I hope that this summer we get an opportunity to like do fun stuff together
Yeah.
because he is cool. Parents like that make for really cool kids that are fun to be around, as opposed to like asshole crotch goblins, the huge.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you guys are getting to spend so much time together, and I hope that I know you said that it was really fun at first getting to do the homeschooling thing because you were able to like be so hands-on with his
Yeah.
education, but now school's
Now
like,
it's like navigating some bureaucracy, which is challenging, and a lot of like the technological learning curve has been difficult, I think, on both ends, both from the school system and from as a parent trying to implement it. So that's been kind of tricky, but we still have like our own independent projects that we've got going on, that are just we kind of do in addition to that, which are, you know, what I find more enjoyable, like the card game and the Procreate stuff. But he's also managed to like convert some assignments into for school into stuff that we were kind of already doing anyway. So that's kind of neat.
so you're just like supplementing.
Yeah, supplementing.
Yeah, that's fun though. I'm sure that this whole experience will be one hell of a bonding thing for you guys. Like,
It's similar. I mean, when he was, 2 years old, I was a stay-at-home dad. So this is a
yeah,
very familiar routine for us. I mean, I taught him the alphabet like before he could talk. He could identify letters by, shape and touch and whatnot. So I mean, this is like actually it's pretty familiar because like usually we find ourselves in a situation where it's just him and I hanging out all day. Same thing like during the summers when he's not in school. We basically have a same routine, same schedule. Sometimes we'll work on our own projects independently. Sometimes we'll do together. So
it's probably lended very well for like you already had a lot of those coping mechanisms in place for like when frustrations arise, when he gets frustrated. I mean, I've seen that in action before when
yeah,
you guys are in close proximity, shared spaces, whatnot. I mean, kids all get frustrated,
yeah,
especially when they're being controlled so much or being told what to do, especially in
hmm
times like now where everybody feels that.
yeah,
Everybody feels like they've had their bodily autonomy taken away, and it's like, I want to do what I want to do. And like kids are like that times 10.
sure,
And if you already have those things in place where you know how to like calm a kid down and be like, I know, buddy, like it's just how it is. Like
yeah.
let's simmer, What can we do that makes you feel better about this? Or I feel like you guys have a good system in place for that. I feel like that's kind of what a lot of people are trying to figure out right now. It's like how to maintain, how to,
It's a good skill to develop.
yeah. I think we're all trying to figure it out. A lot of us just didn't have that before, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. What else have you guys, have you been making any like fun meals at home or like cooking
Yeah, I've been
together?
having to cook everything. Actually, so this is funny. Dorian had an assignment for school, which was to make a meal kind of on his own just by picking ingredients out of the fridge, and he made buttermint beef burritos last night. Yeah, I don't know. They were terrible. I mean, we ate them.
Butter, mint,
Mint beef.
beef. Okay, well, I mean, like in a lot
You
of
fry beef in
Hispanic cuisine,
butter,
you use
and you
mint.
sprinkle mint on it, and you roll it up. I don't know. He's just winging it, and that was what he came up with.
Okay.
I think it was educational. I don't know. Yeah, I learned a lot from it.
This is where it bites you in the ass when you like foster that environment of like, yeah, good ideas, buddy.
Oh no, this was all JCPS. I didn't come up with this.
Oh, blame them.
Yeah, I just had to roll with it. I was like wanting to like be like, actually mint not typically found in burritos, but I just let it ride because that's what the assignment was.
At
So
least it wasn't like licorice or like
yeah, we don't have fresh in the house. Don't worry.
could have worked with like chocolate. You could have made like a mole sauce or something.
Could have worked. We still got some Easter. We still did the Easter thing. That was weird. Interesting how I would still do an Easter thing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. What are you gonna do? It's a kid. Kids like Easter candy, baskets, rabbits. Just do the thing.
I mean, hell yeah, give me my candy. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, practicing any kind of like faith-based or whatever kind of tradition. I just do it because everybody else is doing it. But I still did it, pandemic, risking life and limb to go pick up a basket and some fake crap.
because this is important.
This is important. I mean, not to me, but I just, I don't want to be the one that didn't do it. So,
Yeah. Nobody
yeah.
wants to be that parent.
Yeah, I don't want to be the parent that bailed on Easter because of a pandemic.
Aw, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I mean, I totally, like, I didn't risk life and limb, but I did go, like, 3 blocks down the road to get discounted Easter candy the next day and got, like, 75% off Easter candy. And now we have enough candy to last us a year.
Good. He just killed the bag of the eggs, the hard shell eggs.
Oh, fuck yeah, our favorite eggs?
Yeah, he just finished them. He finished
What?
them. I know. I leave it all out. I just always leave it all out. So he just kind of takes it as he pleases. And he
Do you need me to mail you some? Because I have 6 bags.
Just hang on to them. Put them in the freezer. We'll celebrate.
Save them for when this is over and bring them to the shop.
Yeah, maybe we could hide them around
You
the
know
shop.
you still have a bag at the shop, right?
Oh, yeah. I did
You
buy
remember
one.
that bag you bought before all this happened?
Yeah,
You're like,
on
look!
Gerald's desk. Yeah.
They're the best. Well, now they have the shimmer ones. They have the regular ones. They have the dark chocolate ones. And they have, I think, white chocolate. I bought all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I needed to try all of them. And they're all good. But, yeah, all the discounted Easter candy, like, that was almost gone. I was like, whatever. Nobody else wants this. I'll buy it. Like,
Right.
yeah, Walgreens was, like, slim pickings. And I was like, I'll buy the last minute Easter candy. I need to binge eat my feelings. So this is essential for me.
Yeah, no.
For my mental health.
To you, buddy.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah. I don't even know. Like, what other like creative outlets have you been using? I mean, mostly you've been working on the game. That's taking up most of your time.
A lot of time in the game. We started building a fence in the backyard. Somebody stole my tenant's house plants, so I kind of felt like I had to rush.
Aww.
Yeah, I don't know. It's house plants. She had plants on the porch, so I've been working on that. It's a little crooked. I'm a little just building abilities, but whatever.
You are kind of a carpenter. Like, you kind of learn carpentry on your own.
Yeah, I built most of the furniture in this room.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the furniture and stuff in your house. Like, didn't you build like an easel and like?
Yeah. The easel is actually a drafting table, easel, table because it articulates in different ways.
You just figured all this stuff out on your own.
I just do a drawing of it and figure how it works and then make it.
You're so smart.
Yes, I don't know. Maybe.
Figure it out.
You figure it out. You spend enough time staring at it.
I miss you, buddy.
Yeah. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? You told me a little bit of what you're doing. It was a little, it was some risky business, but
Oh man, the OnlyFans thing, man. I was just trying to make extra money for the shop,
yeah,
and it was kind of like a why not thing. It was like very little capital to put into it, and like
sure.
it's kind of just like a side hustle. Like it's there as to bring in some money if
I
I'm
like
bored.
your shirt. Your shirt.
But this has been like doing all these live feeds has taken up a lot of time figuring out the technology. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, where a lot of this is new for me.
Right.
So I had like a debacle, which I still have to tell Charlie about. I had a debacle with his live feed, which is why it's not on the YouTube page yet. We're gonna have to record another one.
Oh my God.
I didn't understand screen recording as well as I thought I did, and yeah, I thought it recorded it. It recorded it, but without sound
Hmm.
because my phone was on silent. Dumb shit like that, dude. Like
Yeah,
technology's hard. It's really hard.
it can be. Sometimes things don't work how they're supposed to, and sometimes they work how they're supposed to, but they're impossible to understand.
Dude, sometimes these live feeds take me hours. Like,
Yeah,
sometimes they take me a whole day to not only just do them, to edit them, to upload them on YouTube, to do all the things. I spent a whole day just doing the merch stuff for the shop. That took like an entire day of my time. And then
I
doing
like
the
your shirt, by the way.
Oh
The
yeah, you like
yellow
this stuff?
shirt. Yeah, that's a great design. I want one.
Gerald ordered one just the other day because we wanted to see how long it would take to order it and then get it in house. And I think it's supposed to be here tomorrow.
Oh wow,
So that's pretty fast.
groovy.
I'm excited. I'm going to take pictures of him wearing it so that I can post it and be like, it's here and this is what it looks like.
Yeah,
But we can get fanny packs made. We can get, dude, the amount of merch. They even make bar stools, camping chairs, leggings, like you name it. They make it. Oh
you've
my
already
gosh, it's my friend's
think
dog.
of.
Hi. Um, anywho, but yeah, and commissions. I've just been working on those commissions. Like, I think I have 15 in the works right now, and I just keep setting those dates to where I'm only working on one or two at a time. But try not to overwhelm myself. But we don't know when this is going to be done, you know.
Right.
So we don't know when we're going back to work. So I don't feel like I should stop taking commissions
Yeah,
and. So it's money, it's groceries, you know, and we're not getting unemployment. We're not getting any kind of uh, supplemental income of any kind. So why not? Speaking of, though, um, commissions. So you are more like each of us in the shop, artist wise, we all have specifications of the types of commissions we take. So when I get like overflow or people asking me about what you guys want to do, I usually try to make sure that I funnel the right people to you guys. But this is kind of an opportunity to publicly tell people the
sure.
kind of stuff that you like to do,
Yeah,
what you specialize in. Do you want to talk about that for a sec?
sure. So as far as like 2D art goes, I mostly just do portraiture. I like doing just faces. It doesn't really matter, celebrities, people, people that aren't celebrities. Those are the two main categories, celebrity and non-celebrity that I focus.
You're
Um,
great with realism.
yeah, so I mean, and that's the thing. I've always done it. I've taken, a lot of classes in it and kind of have a pretty solid understanding of the light and shadow anatomy and whatnot of a face. If I think you probably posted some of them on the thing. There's a few too. I just know in like my early feed on the Instagram. I can repost them though, just as an example. Generally, they like a good one takes probably like 4 to 8 hours. I would probably want to charge something like 25 an hour maybe. So like would be $200 for like 18 by 24. I
Yeah.
like to do them bigger just so I have room for detail. I can work from a smaller photo, like a 4 by 6, but you'd be looking at like a fairly large thing. I could possibly do them smaller, but I feel like you can only get the pencil so sharp, so it's good to do bigger just because it helps you render detail accurately or as
Right.
accurate as you need to make it look right. Um, but yeah, if anybody's interested in doing that, again, hit me up.
Yeah. And I love like how you do some of them in just red. I think that
Yeah,
looks so cool.
there was a professor that I had in college, and he wrote a book on portraiture, which is really good, actually. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but that was like the main. Those were the main materials he used. It was kind of like this reddish brown color and white, and he would do it on kind of a tan paper. And I actually have all that stuff here. I can also do grayscale, but it is kind of a cool look like that. And one of the ones that you posted, the one of the William H. Macy portrait, was done with that. If people are curious.
I love that one. That's the one that's hanging in your station. We just love
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna kill this fly in this room. Probably not on video because I don't want to.
I just figured it was your ADHD or something.
But yeah, I'm like, actually, I have this. I don't have a fly swatter, but I made this thing. This is what's gonna end this fly's life. Eventually.
Oh, I just saw it too.
Yeah. I have a thing. I have this really serious thing. I hate flies. I actually designed a shirt which was like a fly being killed. It never went anywhere, but it was a banana fish tattoo shirt. Maybe I'll release that.
What?
Yeah.
That was like my job as an apprentice. I was the fly killer, and it was like an ongoing joke because I was a vegan. So they were like, make the vegan kill the flies. Yeah. It was like, no, I don't wanna.
Spray bottles of it, that would drop them pretty quick.
Ugh, made me so sad.
No. Anyone that invades your space like that, to me, it's like there's like this little person running around screaming in the room, and just the lack of courtesy, I think, is enough to earn it a very swift death. Yeah. Just running around screaming at top speed in the room, trying to concentrate. Not acceptable.
This is very much like an introspective look into you and who you are.
Definitely got to go. Like, I have to stop whatever I'm doing and just devote however long it takes to take care of the fly situation. I'm really trying to make it through the rest of this.
Oh, not too much longer, buddy.
Yeah, I've got it in my hand.
So, I know we all miss like work and working and stuff, but I know you're like more so on the side of tattooing that you've been doing it a long time. Like, you've been tattooing a long time. And
20 years.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the rest of us at the shop, we're still like in that stage of our tattoo career that we're still figuring things out. We're still like, we still have that newness of like excitement and vigor and like, oh my God, and in the throes of our tattoo career. I know for you, it's like you've established yourself. You figured out what you like about tattooing and whatever, and it's a little different for you where it's like, this is my job, this is my career, this is what I do to make money. But do you miss it?
Yeah, I miss, you know, the thing that I find that keeps me coming back to is I really enjoy like just the technical aspects of sitting down and like executing a tattoo. The amount of concentration it takes to do our job, it's just like, it's kind of intoxicating in its own way. And I miss having that, just like
the meditative.
Yeah, that just kind of going into that zone and having to kind of do everything right all at once. That's what I really kind of enjoy most about the actual doing of the jobs. As far as like I don't know, the lifestyle, like I'm generally pretty reclusive, so I'm pretty, like, I adapted to it very quickly. But it's been tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been definitely the weird transition to kind of do this full time. Although I am doing, you know, what I went to school for full time, so that's kind of cool.
Which that was like engaged. Always kind of your dream was like you wanted to do that, but when you first went away to do that and started working for that company, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be.
Things got a little different in my life at that point, and I had to recalibrate. But you know,
now this is more like you have control over it. You're doing what you actually want to do.
And I mean, the other thing too is like spending time with Dorian's really like my top priority anyway. So I'm doing that a lot as well. So I mean, is losing the tattooing, but I also have like these other aspects of my life that are really important to me that I'm able to kind of put a lot of time and energy to. So yeah, it hasn't been as hard for me, I think, because of some of those things.
Right. It'll probably be even better when you can have a little bit of it all.
Right.
When it all is like that balance of like having everything in its right doses. That good balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the ritual, I think you and I are similar in that aspect that we need and love the ritual of certain things, like
Hmm.
tattooing has a ritual and having that routine. And we are creatures of habit and routine, and that keeps us like in a good mental space. And then when something gets disheveled, it's like, oh shit, now I gotta adapt.
Yeah, and make a new routine.
Yeah, but we figure it out.
Yeah, humans adapt.
Resilience. But yeah, good coping mechanisms and all that stuff. Well, I miss you a whole bunch, and I miss seeing you at the shop. I miss your witty banter. Last night when I did the live feed with David, he was like so excited to tune in and watch this live feed because he couldn't believe that you were going to be on here talking.
Oh, really? I talk.
You do talk. You can be a chatty fucking Kathy when you want to.
I can be really chatty. Yeah, I try not to, because then afterwards, I'm like, oh, did I talk too
What did I say? Did I
much?
divulge
Yeah,
too
how
much? They
exposed
know too much.
exposed am I right now? Do I have to step it back a little bit in the future? I don't want to take any necessary risks here. I'm a seasoned social distancer. I really,
You are.
yeah.
It means a lot if Jesse gives you a hug. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah. Well, Amber, you always get a hug. So,
Oh, it's because my hugs are the best.
yeah.
I mean them, damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, cats and kittens. So check out Jesse's Vigi game.
Check it
He's
out.
working on. Yeah,
Thing.
I make it the games.
Yeah, I make the games. Check us out. There's a lot. We just dropped a video of our first boss fight that we've got. We've been working on.
Oh,
Really cool. It's got like this metal soundtrack. You should check it out. It's good in its own right, and it's like a cutscene. It's just a video of it. It's very cool.
He's gonna be excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna play it. I don't even do.
You should
that.
play it.
I'm gonna play it.
There's a way I can kind of nerf it for you, so it won't be so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cheats that we have built in to where you don't have to worry about getting killed. Because I get killed trying to play it like in the regular mode. It's one of those games that's supposed to be too hard for people like me. So, yeah. But there's ways to make it easier, that kind of the special keys and whatnot that we have. So
I gotta like get Gerald to like record me playing it for the first time, because I bet you'll get a kick out of it. I'm one of those. I'm a reactor. I'm a screamer. That's why I don't play video games anymore. Is because I like
the controller around a lot, whichever direction you want to go.
I freak out. Like I scream, cry, and react like. Ah! Gerald won't play video games with me anymore and won't even let me be in the room when he plays them because I freak out.
Yeah, you're banned. That's hard.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely play your game. I can't wait.
Awesome. Thank you.
I love you, buddy.
Love you too, buddy. Have a good night. Be safe out there.
Bye.
Bye. Figure out how to turn this off.